Hey drummers, hope you're doing well. Shout out to Tom, who was asking for some more drum fills using drags. Drags are a great little rudiment, of course, that come in at grade 2. You've got 2 little grace notes leading into one main note. The grace notes are played with one stick. The main note is played with the other, like this, or like this. Now, a great way to practice them at first is you just practice them like on the beat, on the quarter note, and the main note, the loud note, is the one that is on the beat. The others just go before. They grace it, hence the name grace notes. So a classic way of practicing your drags at grade 2. And so on. And then comes almost inevitably the age-old question from a drum student. Yeah, but how could I actually use them in music? Well, they're a lovely little rudiment because what they can do is just set up a little, to help you sweep into smoothly a little drum fill phrase that you're playing. So here's 3 examples for you that we were working on with Tom today. One is 4-ander, classic 1/8 note, 2/16 note combination, just on a snare drum. But we're going to slide into that beat 4. We're going to grace it with those 2 beautiful grace notes with the left stick. This is assuming you're right-handed. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and up. 3, 4, 1, 2. Here it comes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Very smooth little fill. I would say you wouldn't want to do this all the time, but just as a bit of spice, it's just something that just adds that little bit of smoothness. Pretty groovy, right? Number 2 builds on that. Now this time, we're going to play that same phrase, 4-ander. We're actually going to play the 2 grace notes before the 4 and before the and. 4-ander. 4-ander. So that because we're playing right, right, left as the sticking for the main notes here. 1, 2, 3, 4-ander. The left stick will fit in really nicely just as those grace notes here. Again, this assumes you're right-handed and leading with your right stick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4. At a bit of speed. 1, 3. Very cool. And thirdly, just to add a bit more here, this is going to be starting on beat 3. This just has 1 drag in it at the start. 3 and 4 and And the drag here is just the first of those hits leading into beat 3. So you've got the 2 grace notes just before beat 3, and then 3 and 4 and Again, if you're right-handed, right, left, right, 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 left. Here it comes. So 3 and 4 and a bit slower. 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and. All right, we'll play them all at speed. Number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Just ideas to get you going, and just to demonstrate really the basic principle there that when you learn rudiments like this, they're not just some boring exercise that your drum teacher tells you to do. But on the one hand, I think that's a really big point with drum rudiments is they are like exercises, right? I always think of them as just like the athlete or the soldier does their physical training to put themselves in a position to then so that their body will do the things that they ask of it. Exactly how I see drum rudiments. Their first aim is their workouts, right? They get your skill, your stick control, your speed, your control working to the point where it's then something cool that you can then use when you're making music. But yeah, absolutely, in their own right, they can be used as well. I think this is a perfect example. So I hope that is helpful. As usual, on the channel members page, I'll do the notation for each of those and a practice along version. You can roll around and drop the speed down, do whatever you need to do, get those going. Of course, these are just a starting point. The ultimate aim with this is you develop your own voice. It's kind of the whole point of all of this, isn't it? You develop your own voice. You take these little great moments for what they are, which are great opportunities to develop your stick control and technique, but also brilliant ideas for just little bits of vocabulary to use. And hopefully that's a useful start point. Shout out to Tom. See you soon.